Hi, welcome to Photoshop Elements 15. This is Photoshop Elements Fun with your host, Eddie Reese. I want to welcome you to my very first tutorial ever. YouTube has been an invaluable source for me, a learning source to learn all types of techniques and different types of software, especially Photoshop Elements. So please, if you are a visual learner like myself, then you will appreciate the services and the experience of YouTube tutorials. All you have to do is go into your YouTube account and go to the search box and type in Photoshop Elements and then whatever version, and type in tutorial after that, and you will have a treasure of people like myself that have learned a few things and are willing to show you how to do this. So welcome to this first tutorial. One of the things the Photoshop Elements 15 has in it is something called facial feature or adjust facial features. This is brand new in the program, and I really like it. So the first thing that we're going to do is bring up a photograph, and then we're going to make the necessary adjustments so I can show you how to use the adjust facial features. It's very simple. With your mouse, go all the way up to the left hand corner and hit File. You're going to then scroll down and hit Open. That's with a left click on your mouse. And then I've already got a folder that's open that I will go down and pick a file. I'm looking at IMG 0935, and I'm going to open this file. Now, one of the things that I've learned to do is I personally like to keep original photographs. I don't want to do anything to the original, so I'm always going to make a copy of any photograph anytime that I know that I'm going to edit or use it in any way, shape, or form. So what you do is take your mouse, hover over the far the top right hand corner. You're going to hover over that, press your left click. You're going to go up to a little page there that has a flip on one end, like a flip down corner. You're going to release it, and it's always going to go default to what is known as background copy. What this is a copy of your original picture. This picture happens to be IMG number 0935. The number, the IMG, is simply a way that the camera that I used at the time, which was I think a Canon T2i, that's the way it recognizes, or that's the way it numbers the photographs that are taken. And I wanted to explain that. Now that I've got my copy made, I'm going to go all the way to the top, right up in here. If you look at the mouse in the top left hand corner, I'm scrolling across, and I'm going to go to Enhance. Left click on that, release, and it's going to pull down several different things that we can do. Right down here near the bottom it says Adjust Facial Features. This is the program that I want to show you. I'm going to left click and release. What it's going to do is it's going to find the nearest object in the photograph that to the program resembles a face. Sometimes you see this circle right here. Sometimes it will actually put multiple circles with multiple faces. The only face that it recognized in this particular picture was this one, where the turquoise circle is around this young man's face. Now, one of the things I like to discover shortcuts. One of the things that I want to be able to do, because that picture it seems far away to me, so I'm going to hit Control, and I'm going to go up on my keyboard and I'm going to hit plus. And every time I hit plus, it's going to enlarge the photograph, or at least bring this image closer in. Now, one of the things that I want to do right now, because if you look at his smile, it's a very sullen smile. It's not what I would call a happy smile. It's almost a smile of embarrassment, possibly. He wants to smile, but you can tell that he's a little bit timid about smiling. Well, I'm going to help him out with that using this wonderful program, Adjust Facial Features. Now, if you think about the way a person smiles naturally, you have to think that when you smile, your eyes raise or squint just a tad. Now, to show you what we're going to do to create this natural looking smile, we're going to go down here. You see my mouse moving around. The pointer is moving. I'm going to go hit eyes, and I'm going to go to the height. Now, I'm going to use this control. I'm going to slide it back and forth to the extreme. Keep your eyes on this young man's eyes, and you'll see what I'm talking about. He squints, he opens wide. He squints, he opens wide. And you can see that these adjustments are very, very subtle. And that's what we want. We want subtle adjustments to give it a more natural look. Now, when we smile, our eyes should go squinted just a hair. So we're going to do about a quarter of the way on that line. That squints his eyes just a hair. Don't think we need to do anything except for maybe tilting the eyes, which actually in this case is going to tilt the corners upwards just a little bit if we move to the right. That would be a very natural thing to do when you're smiling. So we're going to tilt it about 3/4 of the way to the right on that. So we have just a slight expression in the eyes for a smile. I guess that's thinking of it more artistically than anything else. Now we're going to go up to the lips. You see my mouse. I'm searching for the lips. We go there. Now, one of the other things that happens when we naturally smile, and all you have to do is get somebody in front of you, let them smile, and study the way their face changes when they smile. One of the things that I've noticed is the height of the upper lip. Okay, we have an upper lip here, lower lip here. They will thin out just a little bit, so we want to decrease the thickness there just a little bit. We want to decrease the lower lip just a hair. Just a hair. Now, when we go up to the smile, I'm going to go all the way to the left to make this young man frown. Keep your eyes on the photograph. Now we're going to increase it just a little bit and give him a nice, pleasant smile. He looks less embarrassed now. Okay. Then we can go down to the bottom right-hand corner of this particular window, hit OK. It will save our changes. It will put a smile on this young man's face, and we will have enhanced this picture. Now, there's a couple of other things that we can do to enhance this photograph and make it better. One of the things that I like to do is I like to do cropping sometimes. You can see that the two young men right here are right in the, kind of the bottom left half of the picture. So I'm going to square this up just a little bit by using my crop tool. And you'll notice down here that we have different areas that we can choose from that Photoshop has chosen for you, only as a suggestion. I happen to like this one here. It's the second one there at the bottom. I'm going to left click on it. I'm going to move it just a tad and center it up even more. Now, I've got it where I want it. I'm going to hit the check mark, and it will crop that picture. You'll notice down here in the bottom left, it says use photo ratio. That means that it's going to equalize the megapixels to the original photograph itself and keep the size right even when you crop it. So that's good. Another thing that I like to do is I like to go up and hit on the enhance top left hand corner, left click, and do auto smart fix. It will brighten it up just a tad, okay? And go up and hit enhance again and do auto smart tone. And what this does, and this is actually another new feature in Photoshop 15, is when you press on this center button right here, you left click on it and hold it down, it allows you to move this little circle around to different areas of tonal values. Like if you move all the way to the top left, it goes very dark. Go back to the center, it's just like it was when you brought this particular feature up. If you go to the bottom right, it's dark again, very, very shadowy and very unnatural looking. Of course, you can go to the far right and it brightens it up quite a bit, and down to the far upper right, I should say, and then the lower right, the extremes. If you hit right in the middle, it's just like it was. I happen to like just that little bit of richness in the shadowing, probably right about there. Now that's nice. Now I'm going to hit OK because I like what the program was able to do, and now I'm ready to save. Now you have a couple of options. When you go up into the File menu all the way up to the top left and click on File, click left click and release, you go down to Save As. When you left click and release that, then you see that right here is your image number 0935. And remember, that's the camera's way of identifying a particular photograph. And there's been many, many photographs taken with this camera, so that's the reason it's in the 4 digits. And right under it is Save As Type. It's going to save it as a Photoshop Elements project. That means that you can always come back to this picture and change anything. I happen to be satisfied with this picture, so I want to go ahead and convert it to a JPEG, or at least save it as a JPEG. So I go in this same area, Save As Type, go all the way to the right, left click on that little down arrow and hit JPEG. Then I want to let the computer know that I like this picture, but I like my version of this picture. So I'm going to go right beside of where it's highlighted in blue, the image 0935. I'm going to left click on it right there, and I like to put a space and hit Edit, and I'm going to call it, actually I've already edited this picture one time and it says Edit 1. I'm going to hit Edit 2 this time. To be quite honest with you, I have a confession to make. When I did the tutorial the very first time, I forgot to hit record on my sound equipment, so I didn't get any sound. I had just the screen recording. But anyway, we're going to hit this as Edit 2 on that same picture and hit Save, and it's going to ask you all the JPEG options. It's going to save it in high quality. That's what I like to use, is high quality. You never know what you might do with a picture like this. I may want to print it or send it to someone and let them print it or whatever. Now I'm going to hit OK. Now the picture is saved. And as soon as I go up to the far top right hand corner and click out of this, and it says close, when I left click on that, it's going to ask me again, are you sure you want to get out of this program without saving as a Photoshop Elements project? And I'm quite sure that I don't want to come back to this picture, so I'm going to go ahead and click, and it'll give me the option Save Changes to a Photoshop Elements document. That's our picture 0935. I don't want to save it, and before I say my goodbyes, or after I say my goodbyes, I will hit no on this. But I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Maybe there'll be more to come after this. So I've enjoyed doing this. I hope to do some more later on. And this is your host, Eddie Reese. Photoshop Elements fun, and I hope to see you, or at least let you see me again at some later date. Thank you very much.